Okay, this is Claire Aksamit, April 30th, 2009. Claire, if you look at what you're doing here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about with your elbows. When you start that pull, instead of having the elbow up and the fingertips below, you're pulling with almost a straight arm down. You can probably see it a little bit better here as you come back. There, there, there. And as you continue through that pull, rather than your hands continuing underneath your elbow, your hands are actually in front of the elbow. The elbow is actually initiating the pull. We want to change that up so that we can get on top of the water and on top of the elbow, getting your hand underneath the elbow. Like where you're setting your hands in, I think the kick looks pretty good. Could stand to get those hands a little closer under your body, but the biggest thing we've got to change is that elbow placement. Into the backstroke here, pretty good underwater dolphin. But as you pull, your hands they're pretty shallow. You can see that how they have a big sweeping motion at the end of the pull, but as they come down past your shoulder, they're right up at the surface of the water. You're almost pulling air down as you're doing it. We want to try and roll a little bit more on the side, roll the opposite shoulder up, and get those hands deeper. The deeper the water, the thicker the water, the faster we go. And as we take a look at this from the front, you can kind of see that depth of the hands that I was talking about. Right arm is really, really shallow. Look how high it is coming over. Kick looks good, but we've got to get those hands deeper with more rotation. We have a lot of freestyle here because we weren't able to do any breaststroke because of your knee. But again, you can really see with that right arm how the hand it never gets more, your arm never gets steeper than a 45-degree angle as you pull. You can see that here. You initiate the pull at about 45 degrees as opposed to getting on top of it. Now on the blog, I'm going to post a video of Alexander Popov that you should take a look at to see that correct elbow position. As we look at it from the front, hands are pretty wide as well. We want to get the hands to pull in a pattern down in between the head and the shoulder. We want to pull down that lane. You sweep really wide out and you're letting go of all the power in the water. Again, this is where we're trying to go a little bit faster. You can really see that 45-degree angle again. Kick looks good, but the biggest issues are getting the hands under the body and also trying to set up that elbow. Now your right arm looks like it's doing a better job on the way back there, but we can still do better. Again, coming from the front, this was the second pass for the freestyle. Again, look at that right arm, how wide it is. Trying to go pretty fast here. And it's almost like you're trying to, imagine if you had to pull yourself out of the water, like you were sitting on the wall and you were trying to push yourself out with your hands outside of your shoulders. It's a lot harder to do it than if your hands are underneath your body as you push. We just want to get those elbows higher.